This week was all about getting the garden ready.
What did we do exactly?
Today we finally finished putting up the garden fence to keep the deer out, because that was the major number one reason why I couldn't grow anything last year when we moved here, was deer eating all of my plants. All of them.
One bite, the whole plant was gone.
Yep. Hi, have you come to join the party? So now, it's all finished. Yep.
No idea what I'm doing. Ready?
Yep. Oh.
Huh? What the hell?
You killed it.
Is it doing anything?
I don't know. Did you lower the thingies? Y'all 90s babies are gonna laugh when I show you what I found in the old garden. Puka shell necklace. Yikes.
What?
I'm too short. What a crazy couple of weeks. Welcome back to our channel. If you are a returning patron?
Not patriarch.
I'm trying to say Patreon and we don't have a Patreon. Go away. Go away. Get. First of all, we went to Seattle like 2 weeks ago with our entire family and left our son's friend, who's a teenager, to take care of the farm while we were gone. Dilly Dally kind of dried up her milk a little bit from that because, let's face it, he's a teenage boy that's never milked a goat before and he can't even milk my goats. So
I did it today successfully, no problems at all.
good job.
It's easy.
I'm proud of you.
I mean, I didn't do it. You still gotta do it all the time.
It was quite the trip.
And then our transmission went out before that.
We were almost on that trip and our transmission went out. I had to help him put a new transmission in the Chevy Suburban. Go away, get. We need to put a gate on our thing so he can't get in here.
He likes it because the soil's wet and cool.
Yes. We ended up being able to do the trip and we got to see my cousin, who is a devout watcher of my videos. Hi, Rick! It was just a really fun trip, but then we got back and there was just a whirlwind of stuff going on. I am realizing that I don't want the things that I thought I wanted out of homesteading. Like, I was obsessed with the idea of having chickens for a few years there, and now that I've got chickens, I fucking hate them. I'm starting to realize that I really like our ducks.
I love our ducks. They're the most cutest, adorablest little things on the planet of Earth.
I never thought I'd like
They
to have
quack all
ducks.
day long. It's so cute. You walk by them, they go, ah, ah, ah.
By the way, it does say that girls are more likely to make loud quacks, so if that's any indicator, we have a lot of girls. I like our Polish chickens, even though they don't lay that many eggs. I hate our Leghorn chickens, and I have for months, and it's been a year since we first got them. I think I really need to start downsizing, which is kind of terrible because we ordered a bunch back in January, and then over and over again since then because our order kept getting messed up. At any rate, we bought a lot of chickens, and now we've got all these chickens, and I don't want them anymore because
Ducks are cool.
ducks are better, in my opinion.
Well, that was the other thing we found out about the ducks. The chickens go inside when it's raining. The chickens go inside when it's a cloudy day. The chickens go inside when it's snowy. The chickens just are inside. The ducks are always outside no matter what.
So I think our new plan is going to be to keep maybe a few laying chickens. I really want to keep my silkies that I've got recently, and then I want to keep maybe a couple laying hens, but
I think I'd be down to do a chicken tractor for laying chickens.
that's fine with me. I would love to breed silkies and hatch out eggs and stuff, because those I feel like you can sell a little bit easier than you can sell eggs. I
want turkey.
Yeah, we want to raise like meat birds and turkeys, like meat turkeys. I would love to raise those. And just because you only have to raise them for a certain amount of time, then you butcher them and you're done with it. And you don't have to do it the next year if you don't want to. I think I've decided I want to get more into rabbits, to be honest. I'd probably start by selling Angora fiber rabbits type of thing for pets or fiber to other people. And then I'd branch out into meat rabbits. I don't know if I have the stomach for that yet, but that's a possibility. I want a greenhouse, and I want to concentrate more on my gardening. And gardening's complicated. It's going to take quite a bit of dedication to figure out exactly what I want to do. I wanted to do a no-till garden this year, and voila. We ended up tilling it.
We tilled the garden, okay? But we had our neighbor come over with his tractor and take the top layer of all the grass and everything on top. Then everything underneath was the cow manure from the cows that were here that was compacted down over years of them having cows. So when we tilled it up, you could smell that cow poop as it was being circulated. I hope it works. I hope it's a little...
We also heard all the rocks flying through the tiller.
Yeah, it's very rocky. And our neighbor said that the soil is not great, and the only way
no nitrogen in it whatsoever.
And so the neighbor said the only way that anyone around here seems to be able to get stuff to grow is rabbit poop.
And I want rabbits. We're putting a bunch of goat poop and pine shavings in the bottoms of our garden beds. We're going to put it all over the garden once we get enough. And believe me, they produce quite a bit. So it shouldn't take that long to cover the garden. We just don't have the money to order a bunch of compost. I went back to work. We just can't afford anything right now. We're just trying to make ends meet. So if you see me not putting any soil amendments down, don't come at me. I don't have the money. You want to complain about me not having soil amendments, you can Venmo me, all right?
That works too.
Send me money on PayPal or something. Garden's going to be huge. It's going to be epic. Maybe not this time.
We already have, I say we, none of this garden is me. I set up the rack for her to put her plants on, but she already has habaneros, all sorts of peppers, everything going.
Oh, okay, that's the screen that's fluttering. Yeah, I have so many peppers and tomatoes.
Last year, all she had was tomatoes.
Yeah, so I've already got it better than last year, but not better than the year before that, because in Kansas City, I had a decent garden. I am thinking about, instead of turning the big cabin into a chicken barn, we just get rid of all the chickens and we convert it into a greenhouse/rabbitry instead when we get the funding for that. And that would be, for next season. And then the last bit of news I think we have is that a cougar went through our neighbor's yard 2 weeks ago, 5 or 6 lots away from us. And we all have 20-acre lots, so it was a ways away. But it was still in the neighborhood. Then Kaylin was coming home from picking our teenager up from school, and there was a cougar right in the middle of the road 2 lots down from us. And it jumped into the bushes right on our neighbor's property. The neighbors who tilled this garden. Dropped my phone. And it appears to be moving closer to us. We're the only people with this much livestock in the area. But Romulus, we heard him barking at 2 a.m. the other night at something. We have him tethered right outside our bedroom window, which is basically, if there wasn't a wall there, it's just a couple of feet away from us. And we leave our window cracked so we can hear him barking. There are too many predators here to let him off the tether by himself, because if a pack of wolves came, even a pack of coyotes, they're really, really tricky. And a little puppy, well, his level of maturity in things, a coyote pack could take him down because they could trick him into wandering off into the middle of them.
Here, follow the deer bone. You want it.
And then we eventually want a minimum of 3 LGDs here on the farm, and that's...
And what are LGDs?
Livestock guardian dogs, sorry. For our protectors. 3 of them can work as a pack to keep predators away and patrol at night without a leash.
The protectors.
Without being tethered.
The protectors of the realm.
They shall be the protectors of the realm. The robins like our garden fence. I've wanted horses since I was 5. I think I need a horse now.
You finally admit it?
Yeah. I wanted to homestead, but my homesteading dream was born out of an innate love for horses and horseback riding. That's where it came from, being on a farm, ranch, whatever you want to call it, and being around animals. But it was horses that began this whole thing, and like Kaylin told me today, I followed him around for 6 years while he got all of his degrees that he really wanted.
I followed my dream and pursued my dream, and now it's her turn. You'll never see a smile as big as her around a horse.
Yeah, so we're going to end up having to build a whole pasture, which we have a lot of posts for it already where they kept their cows, and we would just run the horse where the cows were.
We have a foundation.
We have a barn to put them in. We have a barn to move the goats to when we get a horse. We're going to start doing that, and it's probably not going to happen for a while because I would really enjoy being more prepared for animals this time because we're always in such a rush. But yep, all of our plans have changed. If you want to follow along to see our crazy whirlwind life,
we're definitely not traditional.
So like and subscribe, and we hope to see you
on the flip
next
side.
week. Bye!